Is World War III at our doorstep? Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, always live with no edits. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button now, as you're going to like what I'm about to say. Now, during this episode, I know this happens often, but right now, my baby boy is in the background, so you might hear him rustling about. Very active, very hyper. So just want to give you a heads up now if you're wondering what the background noise is. But anyways, right here to my left and right here to my right, I have 2016 coins. One is, of course, the American eagle, and the other is a Chinese panda. So the fact that we're here in America, these great United States, I will begin with this piece right here. This is actually the first coin I ever purchased silver-wise. This goes back to, sorry about that. Remember, guys, always live. This goes back to 2016. Then I started buying silver. I didn't start getting aggressive with silver, however, more towards 2018, 2019. But regardless, this is the first coin I ever purchased. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Now, these 2016 American Eagles are actually the 30th issue in the series because they were first released in 1986. The captivating walking liberty design is displayed on the obverse side. The American Eagle is depicted on the reverse. Right now, I just dropped it, guys. The plastic, please forgive me. You know, that hardly happens, but remember, always live, no edits. This 2016 release continues the legacy of the iconic American Eagle. The artist Adolf A. Weinman brought life to the walking liberty design, making it a timeless portrayal, showcasing a woman striding away from the sun, adorned in a flowing dress and holding an olive branch. Very attractive, very elegant, simplistic, but of course, simplicity is elegance. As the official silver bullion coin of the United States, American Eagles stand among the world's most coveted silver coins. These are issued annually, as I said, since 1986, including proof strikes, except for a brief pause in 2009 amidst economic uncertainty. So that was actually the only time when things did get a little strange. But yes, I love this piece. Not for sale. I have other 2016s, but because this is my first one and I believe it is uncirculated, it is in uncirculated condition, I have no interest in selling it, but keeping it always in the family for my wild child or children to inherit. Real quick before I continue, I do want to give a shout out, and this is to one of my new subscribers. This is William Fender 661, and this is for a comment that they made earlier today. You are right. It is time to pick sides. This country is in a death spiral, and we are out of control. Death loop. The federal government has to borrow money just to pay the interest only. The American people will end up paying for the bridge collapse, not the shipping company. If I knock down a power pole, I will have to pay for it to be replaced. But if you are part of the 1% and cause a major catastrophe, then the cost of such a mistake is passed on to the American people as part of the cost of doing the country's business. Strange how the 1% are always protected. Wow, there you have it, guys. William Fender 661. Yeah, I mean, when you put it in those terms, the little people are always getting hit, you know, the worst, and the little people are the majority. The common folk has to carry what the privilege, you know, what they ongoingly enjoy. Many experts would argue that the world today is the most dangerous it's ever been in 100 years. World War III is at our doorstep, not just globally, but here in America against our fellow citizens. Those who are already using AI are setting themselves up to replace those who don't. 4 in 10 workers will face disruptions due to AI by the year 2028 if they're not already. Those who have seen the writing on the wall and who have been paying attention, they're already using AI to boost their productivity and are getting their fiat money and putting it into real hard assets, which is what you see right here. Real hard assets. They're getting the fake money, the paper money, the funny money, and they're buying stuff that is actually going to hold and protect. Americans used to care about the basics of borders, the idea of citizenship, the idea of family and marriage, the idea of God and a Savior. This new generation, however, doesn't care about the Constitution, nor what it has to say about gold and silver, legal tender. The Constitution clearly states that nothing can be legal tender except for gold and silver. No state, and I quote, no state shall enter into a treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant letters of marque and reprisal, coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payments of debts. That's from Article 1, Section 10. You can't get proper history out of our universities anymore. You can't get proper economics out of our universities either. You'd be better off being homeschooled. That's at least what I plan on doing with my child and my children. So yes, folks, before I forget. So remember, both 2016, right here, this is a 2016 silver Chinese panda. The Chinese Panda series is produced each year in both silver and gold, allowing collectors the choice that best fits their budget. You know, maybe they can't afford gold, so hey, at least you can get one identical, but in silver. With the exception of 2001 and 2002, the Chinese Panda series changed its reverse design annually, depicting a different panda for each year. Produced by the Chinese state, this is the first year that the People's Republic of China not only changed the reverse design, but also changed the weight from 1 ounce to 30 grams. Of course, the obverse features the main tourist attraction in China and the heart of Beijing, the Temple of Heaven. Very, very elegant. The reverse displays the traditional wall of bamboo in the background, while a lonely panda slowly scales a fallen tree in hopes of an easy meal. Just very, very nice piece. This is actually my only Chinese panda right now. I definitely want to acquire more because they're unique, and it's very nice that the design is changing every year now. So that's another thing that collectors are going to be looking for, because in every collection, when you have these particular collectors like myself, they want to have every year of something. Me personally, I want to have every year of the American Eagles. I want to have every year of the Mercury Dimes. I want to have every year of the Buffalo Nickels, and I want to have every year of the Morgan Dollars, just off the top of my head. But folks, just real quick before we finish off, I want to give a final shout out. And this is to another new subscriber. This is Man with the Plan, a comment they made earlier today. Man with the Plan. I decided 3 years ago to only stack junk silver. That's all I've bought with every spare dollar for metals. I truly believe that will be the first type of silver that will be almost impossible to get, or at least really expensive. Whoa, love that comment, Man with the Plan. You are not wrong. Based on what I'm seeing already, junk silver is going to be where all the money's at. And that's why I have a great amount of junk silver. And I will continue to buy junk silver because to me, you know, they call it junk silver. This is not junk by no means. So for example, I'm actually going to be selling this 1879 shortly after this video is published. I'm going to meet somebody very close actually to where I live. So this is how it goes, guys. I mean, I'm always selling silver. But if you look at this piece right here, you will not find another one unless you're going to pay an arm and a leg in such spectacular condition. I mean, this one is just in spectacular condition. I was already looking at a replacement for this one. I cannot find a replacement for this coin at a reasonable price. So he is getting a great deal from me, as you would too if you decide to purchase. But folks, as always, Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, you go to my description, you'll notice that there is a link to my eBay account, Silver Dad Knows. That's on eBay. Any coin of your choosing, I will sell it to you at cost. I will hook you up. You just let me know. But yes, folks, go home. God bless. God bless your households. God bless you. And as always, God bless these United States of America.